Good morning or good evening. It's Tuesday, September 30th, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. It's a nice fall day here in New England. We're on the east coast of the US, and we're in New England, obviously, and I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, let's start with some deep breathing. So let's get into that right away. If you can, close your eyes if you're not operating heavy machinery or driving or doing something where you need to have your eyes open. Close your eyes. And what I'd like you to do is think about, I don't have my pillows. I'm going to have to actually move back in this seat. I feel like okay, there we go. So if you can, close your eyes. You're going to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. We're slowing our breath down. Good morning. I'll be with you guys in a sec. We're just doing some deep breathing for a moment to regulate your nervous system and to make sure you're out of fight or flight. Well, a lot of times we can get into that fight or flight. Sometimes I pay attention to my shoulders and they're like up around my ears by the end of the day. So if you can roll your shoulders down and back, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And with every breath, I want you to think about inhaling oxygen that heals all your cells, that helps you regenerate, that helps you create the proteins you need. And hold it. Let that oxygen go to all the parts of your body. Imagine its healing process just going all over and healing your whole body, optimizing you to face the day or the evening. And then exhale. Great. Let that exhale stay out. Your lungs are totally feeling empty. And then inhale. Good. Good. Hold it. And we can try something in yoga called Ujjayi or ocean breathing. It's also known as Darth Vader breathing or angry dad breath. Exhale. So you're kind of like letting the air go out through the back of your throat. I've heard recently that this is a good way to get us into the gamma state. So that's always a good thing. Exhale, keep exhaling. If you haven't exhaled all your air, good. And then inhale. And hold it. And then exhale. Good. So good morning, everybody. Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy Christmas. That's a great name. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Richie. Or it's Richie. Yeah. You know what? It's good to take care of yourself. Hi, Mira. Welcome. Hopefully Pumpkin will come back. She was here a minute ago and then, come on, Pumpkin. They're waiting for you. She's looking at me like, I don't know if I want to come back. I'm a cat. Yeah, so she was up here and then she took off. But I like to, if you're new, welcome to the channel. I like to share different things that I'm going through, and I'm trying to be my best self on all areas of life. And then I'll share with you things that happen to me or things that I'm reading about that maybe you can take and use in your life. And I love the exchange. So if you have something you want to share that's beneficial to people, put it in the chat, please. And if you have something weird or inappropriate, then just keep that to yourself, because we don't need that in the chat. But I do want to thank our moderator, Imran Hossain. He is an SEO YouTube specialist, and he does a great job keeping our chat pleasant and clean and positive. So thank you so much. Let's see, what are our comments saying? Oh, it's a regular size guitar in the background. Oh, the plants? Yeah, well, I got these flowers. It might be, I've had them for a week now. I bought them for myself. I said, oh, I'm gonna get myself some flowers. So I cut them down a few days ago. So the roses might be on their way out, but everything else looks pretty good. And the plants are in the background. I'm not going to reach over, but they're pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, Cooper. Okay, Sam. Yeah, it's really comfortable. It's a giant chair. And it's red, but I have it covered because I've got cats. So comfortable. Thank you for asking. Yeah, and that guitar, it is in tune. And if you look on the little side there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little black tuner and it's built in. I love that. Yeah, I played it the other day. Maybe one day I'll play on here, but I just know church music because I learned when I was a kid and I was in this church group and I just know like chords from church stuff. So I'll have to learn some like rock and roll and then play. I play for the cat. She enjoys it. Pumpkin, are you gonna come over? Come on, what are you doing sitting on your perch? She's sitting over there. Let me show you. She's watching us over there from her. I don't know if you can see her over there. She's on her little cat tree. Come on. Come on over here. We love you. Everybody wants to see you. Here, I'll make a path for you. And you can jump over. Come on. Nope. She's a cat, so she's going to do what she wants. Okay, well, I tried. Okay, what do we have? I'm Your Destiny. Great handle. Welcome from Greece. Excellent. Yes, this couch is comfortable. Living. Ooh, Zambia. Welcome, Alice. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Richie. Yeah, so right now I've done a lot of things in life. I was at a corporate job for 17 and a half years, teaching, working with seniors, creating programs for them to help them, live their best lives, even though they're living in a group, in a group, which, a lot of people like to stay in their homes, but if they're not safe or if they're not well, sometimes they have to come and live at what's called assisted living here in America. And so I did the activities and programs and trips, and we had a lot of fun. And now I left that job after nearly 18 years. I'm going to school full time to get a doctorate in metaphysical life coaching because I love learning about physics and how our thoughts shape our reality. So that's the idea behind metaphysics. And oh my gosh, perfect segue. The reason I got into that was this woman who wrote this book, Florence Scovel Shinn. She wrote several books about 100 years ago. Oh good, here comes Pumpkin. And one of them is called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And I actually did a video on that on my channel, so check that out if you want to know more about that. But I'm going to read to you one of her speeches. So I started it yesterday, and it was very interesting. She talks about metaphysics, and she looks at the Bible as allegory, and she also talks about manifesting. So she ties it all together. It's really a beautiful, simple way to live. And she basically, the message is to be a good person and to help others. And in helping others, we help ourselves. So it's really, I don't know, I find it very positive and powerful. All right, let's see what else the chat's saying, and then I'll read to you guys from the book. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. How much were the flowers? That's so funny you ask. They were $12 US. They were a good deal, I thought, because they're really pretty and they're lasting over a week. And I'm worth it. Like, sometimes I have to tell myself in the store that, oh my gosh, I don't want to buy flowers, but I'm getting better at buying myself flowers. That was so silly, but it's true. Like, initially I had a hard time doing that. Hi, Adam, welcome. Hey, Kevin, welcome. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Okay, I'm Your Destiny, love it. I'm so glad. Pumpkin, thanks for coming here and joining us. We love you. She decided to come over. Hey, nobody, welcome back. Oh, thank you so much for the shout out. I appreciate that. It's free to like and subscribe. Yes, that's true, nobody. I appreciate that. I know, I've got the other cat does perform for treats. I have one of those giant cat wheels. I was gonna buy one, right? And I went to go see my sister and it was hanging in her garage, and I go, what is that doing up there? She goes, oh yeah, our cats don't like it. I'm like, oh my God, can I have your cat wheel? And so I have one. One day we'll do a video with my other cat, Fractal. Every time I walk by, she runs on it because she wants treats. She's very treat driven. Pumpkin doesn't even like treats. She's just here for you. She just loves you guys, right? Are you here for the people? Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was so cool. Yeah, she did come over, nobody. That's so funny. I know. She comes on her, cats do what they want on their own time, right? Okay. I know. By the way, I do have a ninja moderator. He is awesome. Imran Hossain, keep it up. You're doing great. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I like some of Michael Jackson's music, but I'm conflicted because I tend to believe some of the stories about him. So I don't know, like if they're true, then I cannot possibly like his music. So I really just, I kind of ignore it, because I don't really know if those stories are true, and I don't want to like the music if the stories are true, and I don't want to judge him if the stories are not true. So, yeah, so I just kind of avoid the whole thing because I don't really want to, I don't know the truth. And truth is important to me. So thanks for asking. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's funny. I got the second cat about a year ago, and my kids were very concerned that I was becoming a cat lady. And this is it. I'm capping it at 2. So cats are amazing. Thank you, Jeffrey. She's a cat, but I appreciate that. Okay, let's read. So this was a speech that Florence Scovel Shinn must have done at least 100 years ago, maybe longer. And the concept was that, let's see, in the arena of life, we must keep ourselves tuned up to concert pitch. So here's what she says. We might paraphrase the scriptures and say, when ye pray, believe you have it. And when you pray, act, in all capital letters, act as if you have already received. So she's telling us, we can want something and absolutely and pray for it, but we also have to take action. We can't just sit around and do nothing. So we have to, have some movement towards it, because otherwise it's not going to happen. Oh, and here she goes on to say, armchair faith or rocking chair faith will never move mountains. In the armchair, in the silence or meditation, you are filled with the wonder of this truth and feel that your faith will never waver. And you know that the Lord is your shepherd, you shall never want. You feel that your God of plenty will wipe out all the burdens of debt and limitations. Then, this is the important part, you leave your armchair and step into the arena of life. It is only what you do in the arena that counts. She was so wise. Isn't that a beautiful concept? Like you can believe in stuff, you can want stuff, then you can pray for stuff, but then you have to get up and get out there and act, act in the world, get in the arena of life. And then she gives an example. I'll show you an illustration showing how the law works. For faith without action is dead. A man, one of my students, had a great desire to go abroad. He took the statement, I give thanks for my divinely designed trip, divinely financed, under grace, in a perfect way. He had very little money, but knowing the law of preparation, he bought a trunk. It was a very gay and happy trunk with a big red band around its waist. Whenever he looked at it, it gave him the realization of a trip. One day he seemed to feel his room moving. He felt the motion of a ship. He went to the window to breathe the fresh air, and it smelt like the aroma of docks. With his inner ear, he heard the shriek of a seagull and the crashing of a gangplank. The trunk had commenced to work. It had put him in the vibration of his trip. Soon after that, a large sum of money came to him, and he took his trip. He said afterwards that it was perfect in every detail. In the arena of life, we must keep ourselves tuned up to concert pitch. Are we acting from motives of fear or faith? That's a great question. Okay, let's see where we left off. Yeah. Hi, Ribsua. Oh, this is Pumpkin. I'm T. Waldron, by the way. No one asks about me. It's okay, I don't care. Hi, Aria, nice to meet you. Okay, are we acting from motives of fear or faith? Watch your motives with all diligence, for out of them are the issues of life. If your problem is a financial one, and it usually is, you must know how to wind yourself up financially and keep wound up by always acting your faith. The material attitude towards money is to trust in your salary, your income, and investments, which can shrink overnight. The spiritual attitude towards money is to trust God for your supply. To keep your possessions, always realize that they are God in manifestation. What Allah has given cannot be diminished. Then if one door shuts, another door immediately opens. Never voice lack or limitation, for by your words you are condemned. You combine with what you notice. If you are always noticing failure and hard times, you will combine with failure and hard times. You must form the habit of living in the fourth dimension, the world of the wondrous. It is the world where you do not judge by appearances. You have trained your inner eye to see through failure into success, to see through sickness into health, to see through limitation into plenty. It will give you the land which your inner eye sees. I will give unto you the land which thou seest. The man who achieves success has the fixed idea of success. If it is found on a rock of truth and rightness, it will stand. If not, if it is built upon sand, and it will wash into the sea, returning to its native nothingness. Only divine ideas can endure. Evil destroys itself, for it is a cross current against universal order, and the way of the transgressor is hard. Okay, so that's pretty neat. So if we're doing what's right and we're acting on it, we don't have to worry. Like I'm trying. That's why I saved up, but also I quit my job after 17 and a half years because I felt like I really needed to study and I needed to get my doctorate. Something I've always wanted to do, and I had a calling to do it. So far things have worked out. I mean, I saved some money, but also some money has come to me unexpectedly at times since I left in December. So that was a blessing, and I feel like God is providing. So, and also I'm working. I also started another business, so that's helping. So I'm not just sitting around saying, "Come on, God, give me the money." No, I'm working really, really, really hard. So it's a combination of, trying to do what's right, doing what you believe in, and working hard, and trust. Trusting. Hi, Moby, welcome. Oh, so this is a compilation of books by Florence Scovel Shinn. And the one I'm reading from right now is called The Secret Door to Success by Florence Scovel Shinn. And these are a collection of her speeches that she gave, The Secret Door to Success. The one that I read about 2 months ago, I read a little bit every day, was called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And I did a video on that on my channel, so check it out. It's a long form. But thanks for asking. Hi, Mac. American Made Soldier. That's so funny. Alimony is providing. I do not receive alimony, but I am divorced. That's pretty funny. Okay. So I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And thank you, Pumpkin, for deciding to join us. Pumpkin. Thank you. Okay. Well, she's a cat. She's not going to look over. But I hope you have... Thank you, legend. I'm great. How are you? In Cyrillic. I'm not sure what your name is, but welcome. Anyway, from myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. And again, thank you to our moderator, Imran Hossain. You do a fantastic job keeping our chat positive and clean, and I appreciate it. All right. Have a great one, everybody. Take care. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye, Big Lon.